put a link to my Twitch in
Yeah,
Discord
I've
here.
added everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Discord
I've
here.
added everyone.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. I'll mute this tab to avoid echo. There.
Okay.
Should be good. Some moderator view. And yes, we are live now. Yes. So now for the questions, let's I'll just
Hi there.
yes.
A familiar voice. Yes, it's me. What's up, chat?
People, yes. Welcome to the Chad stream. Alright. First question. I asked this before off the stream, like, what do I refer to you as in the podcast?
Generally, I go by him, or you can also call me V, which is my nickname. Fanboy Physics works too.
Alright. Question 2. Have you tried a more practical approach to physics? You know, like throwing a piano off the ledge, because I'm a big fan of wrecking inanimate objects. I have lots of experience with that. There's also a tomato plugin. That's just
The tomatoes. Hi, tomatoes. I don't
Yes.
like tomatoes, actually.
In New Zealand we say tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Yes. Also, thank you, Fireball13, for following. Yes, we're good to get more people here. Yeah, have you tried a more practical approach to physics at any point in time?
I do mostly theory. Hi, Fimbo Cooking. I do mostly theory. But there was this one class I took called experimental physics.
Yeah.
Where we did a bunch of labs, and that was pretty fun. And I think that was like the most practical, air quotes, thing, I guess. Something that really stands out was this one lab I did where I built like an analog computer. So
Yeah.
it wasn't anything fancy. I used like resistors, capacitors, and op amps on like a breadboard. It was super ugly. Like this is why I'm not an engineer, because like we're really bad at this sort of thing. And it was like an integrator. And derivator. So it integrated like wave like stuff. Yeah. And I think that might have been like the most practical experiment I ever did, was make like a calculator.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that works a lot with that. Yeah. I definitely remember what was happening. I definitely didn't just have an
just
ADHD inattentive moment. Oh well. Third question. How are you feeling at the moment?
How am I feeling? A little burnt out because there was finals week going on right now, and I just finished a final for a class. But that was this morning, and so now I've got a pretty long break until Thursday till my last final, and so I'm feeling actually decent. But yesterday I was pretty burnt out.
Yeah. Burnout is just a big challenge for everyone, basically, at this point.
I know, right? So many people.
Especially with COVID, etc., that they just kind of shat on everyone's plans.
Yeah, like all my friends are complaining about burnout, and yeah. Nobody's having a good time, but you know what? We can still enjoy femboy physics videos, and just femboys in general, because there's explosion happening.
Pretty much.
And
then
femboy with a PH, yes.
Yeah. And then more about that. What do you think caused the recent uprise in popularity
of femboys?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So the reason that I started my femboy account in the first place was I was like, I saw femboy fishing, and then I saw femboy cooking, and I was like, I've got an idea, and I can do that. I'm already a femboy. And so basically that's how it started. I didn't really have any other motivation than that. I'm not exactly sure why the other femboys are starting their accounts.
Yeah.
But I don't really mind it. There's this other account called Femboy D&D. And I'm really looking forward to like a Femboy D&D session. That would be super fun.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea. Yeah. It seems that there's going to end up being like a whole fully grown subculture of just
Femboys.
YouTube channel femboys, pretty much.
Like educational YouTube channel Femboys.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's educational, so some people get something. Yeah, people get things out of it.
So question 4. What's your least favorite aspect of physics?
My least favorite, oh boy. There are a lot of things that I like about physics. I guess. Sometimes textbooks in particular will suck. I know it's kind of boring to talk about textbooks, but a lot of the times they'll like convolute things that don't need to be. Another thing is people. Most people are nice. Like 90% of physicists that I've met are really nice. But like there's a few of them that are like these god complexes and like think too much of themselves, a little too arrogant for their own skin.
I get that. Yes, of course. Astropog emotes, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for me personally, it's the fact that you have to go through a whole bunch of training before you can beat inanimate objects up. It's...
Oh.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get paid for it, at least. Or alternatively, you could just destroy things anyway. Under controlled... Yeah, it's under controlled circumstances and setups.
I would say that not very many physicists do like beating up of objects nowadays, unless you're doing like testing for industry. But
that sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, most physicists nowadays do computational work, which is really boring. If you want to blow stuff up, be an engineer. Yeah, engineers do that all the time.
Nice. Well, I'm not a big fan of STEM, so I just kind of find things that I can destroy, like from a scrapyard or something, and then boom.
I mean, or that's way easier. You don't even need the training. Just be safe.
Yeah.
Speaking of training, the same class, experimental physics, there's this one lab in that class called Compton scattering, and it involved like this source of radiation. It was like a radioactive source of what was it? I think it was cesium. Yeah, it was cesium. And it wasn't that dangerous. I think the lead box it was in was more dangerous. But they gave us this like little training session beforehand, which was basically don't touch the lead box without gloves and stay like a meter away from it. And I'm like, is that it? Is that what radiation training constitute? I was very surprised at how little training it took to handle radioactive material. Admittedly, it wasn't that dangerous, but like still.
Oh, you study radioactive materials? How long have you had radiation sickness for?
How long ago I had radiation sickness? I don't think I got irradiated then. We're pretty safe. I did spend a lot of time in the room with it, but like it was fairly weak source radiation, so I'm pretty fine. There was this one story about like I heard where somebody actually took it out of the lead box it was in, but like that wasn't when you were measuring it,
Yeah.
and they just put it on the table, and I was like, uh, professor walks in and was like, oh, and they had to like throw it back into the box. It was like a whole deal.
Yeah,
That
that's
seems very small brain for a physicist.
true.
It's like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hand touch the radiation thing and take it out of its lead box. I feel like it would be in
Yeah.
there for a reason. Very small brain.
You know, some people just got to find the right seasoning for their sandwiches. You know.
It would be a very spicy sandwich.
Yes.
You take a bite out of it, it just crackles in your mouth. It's like,
Yes.
oh, my mouth is kind of warm. I wonder why.
Brand new radioactive ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
It would
yes.
be warm all the time.
Little mind. Yes, that's what I am. I have a microscopic mind.
Small brain.
Yes.
My brain smooth. Winkly brain bad.
Oh yeah. Had a bit too much steam cleaning. That happens sometimes. I just steam cleaning is very good for getting rid of ions, but when you accidentally put your brain on there, then it's kind of difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta smooth your brain out.
Yeah. Okay. And for question 5, what qualifications do you have?
What are my qualifications?
Yeah.
I major in physics. That's like
Alright.
my whole thing. Yeah, I'm an undergraduate, and I'm nearly done with my degree. Hopefully I can graduate on time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
University is definitely you have to try is pretty much the hard part for me since I'm not used to trying.
Oh my god, yeah. It's a lot of work. It's definitely not for everybody. Mm.
It kind of sucks that the entire US education system, as well as most other countries, also lead to a university when it's not for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Like a lot
Yeah.
of schools, like high schools and things will push like, oh, you gotta go to college, you gotta go to college. When like trade schools and things are equally valid.
Yeah.
For higher education if you want it.
Definitely. So, this is a very sort of obvious question, but I have to get my questions out. Is what does physics entail?
That's kind of a different question. It's a difficult question. Somebody in the chat asked qualifications to be a femboy. I don't know what constitutes qualifying a femboy. Identifying as a femboy, I guess that's the minimum. PhD,
PhD.
PhD in fembology.
Yes.
Right. Sorry, I got distracted from it. What does physics entail? That's kind of a difficult question. What do you mean by like entail?
Like, what are some of the basic aspects of physics? Like, a brief overview of the things that it covers. You don't need to go into
Oh,
detail.
what does it take
Yeah.
to okay, like an overview of physics in general. Um, well, there's the classical stuff that Newton came up with a long time ago, and that's basically the basis for a lot of our physics.
Yeah.
And so physics right now, how do I put this? It's divided into regimes. So
Yeah.
like fast stuff,
Thank
slow
you.
stuff, big
Yeah.
stuff and small stuff.
Thank you, Dan DeChris, for now following me. Yes, hello.
Thanks for the follow.
People
Yeah.
here, yeah.
Oh, hi everybody in the chat.
Yes. Hello, HW. Sudaski 6512, yes.
Thanks for the follow.
Yes.
Anyways,
more people. Zen Specs is now following, yes.
wow, so many people.
Train.
Follow train, follow train.
Yes. More people. Re23482. Yes. More people are joining.
Re.
Haha. It's the follow train. Legendary.
Let's go. Alright.
So
Is
yeah.
that the follows for now? Okay, cool.
More people. It's bman0512.
Hi guys, hi guys.
Yes.
Did you expect this many people?
Probably not more people. Air1022, yes. Clip this. We need to.
Follow train. Airtan22, thanks for the follow.
Hi, yes, amazing. Okay. Alright. Next
Having fun
question.
there. Well, I'm not done.
Yes.
There's a lot to that question.
Robot smile. Yes. Alright. What would the physics of smashing a toaster with a sledgehammer be? Because this is from experience.
Oh, well, I guess the physics entailing question is... I can go pretty in depth with that, but well, let's go to the toaster. The physics of smashing a toaster with a sledgehammer. It would have to do... I mean, there's some material science involved, but that's kind of boring. Well, not really boring, but more tedious. And I guess if you wanted to know the outcome of smashing a toaster, you would refer to classical mechanics and things like conservation of energy and momentum.
Yeah. For me, it's a little more like experience-based, where I only really know what happens when it happens, because unexpected result, I ended up with a toaster that was smashed to oblivion. I have pictures of it somewhere. It was wrapped up in a...
You actually smashed a toaster with a sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Wow, how'd that go?
The
well, you already
toaster
mentioned it
got
was smashed.
destroyed. I'll post it on my Discord when I can after the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Why did you do that? Do you just like destroying stuff with sledgehammers?
Yeah, it's kind of therapeutic.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah. That's good. So then... Yeah. And I also tried to learn... I guess the toaster machine was broke. That's why I decided to destroy it, since it burnt my toast one too many times.
Oh, okay. So it didn't do its job. That's why you needed to destroy it with a sledgehammer.
Yes.
You're just having your breakfast one day, and you're just like, your sledgehammer like propped up on the table. Toaster pops out. It's burnt. Grr, that's the last time. Takes sledgehammer,
Yes.
throws it into the backyard.
Ah, yes. Maluma. Some more people are following. Yes. Thank you, Maluma. Yes.
Thank you, Mello.
Yes. Okay, and then for more questions. Is there an optimal way to make a coat hanger bow and arrow?
Coat hanger bow and arrow. That's pretty cute. I guess. I think you could make a better one out of like PVC pipe and string. I wouldn't make it with a coat hanger because it's kind of malleable.
I'm talking about like a wooden one, where I can take out the metal hook in it, so then the skewer ammo rests in it.
Oh, like a metal. You'd have to like carve it, I think, to thin it out a bit, but not too much. And even then, I wouldn't know if it would work that well.
Yeah. For the purposes of getting back at people who wronged me, you know?
Oh
it
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
You know, you could. I think maybe you wouldn't need to do all that much adjustment if you made it into a crossbow. You wouldn't need to like carving out of it, because yeah, you could get more leverage on the cock action.
Yeah.
I think crossbow coat hanger would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then if you can't really find paracord, then rubber bands work.
if you can't find paracord, will a rubber band work?
It will.
No.
That's not a question, it just happened.
No?
Okay.
Confuzzle?
Yeah, I know, that happens a lot to me as well. Confusion is my natural state of being.
Oh, that's me all the time.
Yes.
Despite how much I know about the universe, there's still a lot that confuses me.
I haven't seen Hasbin Hotel, so I don't
Oh, it's
plan
very
to.
good.
I see.
I enjoyed it. It's a good show.
Alright. So, now let's head over to question 9. What is your reasoning for not using a ruler in your physics videos?
A ruler?
Yeah, like to rule the
Oh, to like
whiteboard
draw straight
lines.
lines?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever needed a ruler. Just like, have you watched the videos? Does it like irritate you that I don't draw straight lines?
From that, it doesn't really irritate me. It's more of a question of what's the reasoning behind it.
Oh, yeah, I've just never used one. I've used chalkboards all the time. I love chalkboards. I wish I could have a chalkboard, but it's like it's too dusty and like expensive to have in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just draw the lines and be like, that's straight. And you get the gist. It doesn't really need to be straight. I'm not gonna pull out a protractor to draw 45-degree angles because just draw the little box.
Yeah. I do think that it would be a good idea, though, to use a ruler. Since some people may be very annoyed with it, like, I'm not... It's basically, I don't know. I just end up hurting my brain from the confusion of what I say.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start using a ruler. I think that just conceptually a line is straight on the board is fine most of the time. Unless you need to be really precise with your drawing.
That's probably a good point for that. Yeah.
I am only precise with mathematics. Obligatory, I'm not an artist joke. God, the amount of professors that I've had that are that will say, well, I'm not an artist, and then they like start drawing diagrams and stuff. Somebody asked a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know a lot about femboy physics. Do they own both physics and cooking, or are they friends? Oh, you know, a lot of people think that like me, fishing and cooking are the same person, but we're not. Yeah, we're all different people.
Yeah.
We're just friends.
Yeah, unless you like reading into conspiracies and believe whatever you want to.
Yeah, there's this other conspiracy that that like this VTuber is the same as Senzawa, right? Gura is the same as Senzawa, and like now that that's happened to me, I'm like maybe it's not that likely. Do I have a Discord server? Yes, I do have a Discord server. You can check my YouTube channel to find it.
Yes, I will link your YouTube in the VOD. Because I'm really lazy, but I'm definitely gonna link your channel after the stream and etc.
Yay!
Yes. Okay. I'm just waiting until the time limit hits 25 minutes to start the next question.
Oh, sure.
Alright, How much force does it take to knock out the average person? Asking for a friend.
That's funny. I would, I'd have to take a measurement.
Okay.
Probably.
Yep.
My guess is that it would be on the order of like 100 or so newtons. Hundreds of
Alright.
newtons. Not
Okay.
more than that.
I got a question here saying any comment on the femboy drama yesterday, and that despite the fact that I focus a lot on my surroundings, my spatial awareness is still very low, and I don't know any of that. But honestly, if it if it can't be showcased in a podcast episode, then I'm probably it's a bit boring.
Mm.
Nah. I'm joking. It's just I don't know about any drama yesterday. I don't really care. It is
Yeah,
what
I
it
didn't know
is.
any femboy drama the other day.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of any. Maybe there was something on Twitter, but like a lot happens on Twitter, so I'm not surprised
Yeah.
that I missed stuff. Can I explain the physics of a nuclear explosion? Yes, I could. So basically how it works is you have this radioactive material that's unstable. And so what happens is you sort of shoot some particle, I think they're muons, um, at the at whatever radioactive material you're aiming for. And usually it will release more muons than go in. So the muons will break apart the radioactive material, causing this like cascading effect. Um, and so this cascading effect is like really exponentially fast, and that releases a ton of energy. Hmm.
Hmm.
It's like dominoes. So like if you imagine like you knocked over, like a triangle shaped domino thingy where it like spreads out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Where you knock over the first one and then it like spreads out really far and grows quickly.
Okay, that's a good way of showing this. If you if you
Hmm.
got a bottle of tomato sauce and then just and then squeeze the tomato sauce onto like a flat surface, that kind of like what it would be?
Yes. So
Okay.
the surface area of the tomato sauce would increase exponentially.
Yeah.
R cubed. Mm. Umu, compared to the radius anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. About that drama from HW here. It's drama concerns me less. I more just want to control what I'm doing and not really
mm.
have to worry about other people's stuff.
Looks like there's some drama with one of the femboy channels, but like, it,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we basically feel the same about that. I just want everybody to be nice and happy and like, have fun in the femboy community. I really like my community. My Discord server is pretty great.
Yeah.
Like everybody's super nice there. At least to me anyway.
Yeah.
What's your obsession with nukes? LOL.
Um, sometimes you just want to get some nukes.
Hmm.
It's
You need
just
very specific material, like very specific
yeah.
ions of radioactive material to release the right number of muons to create a
Yeah.
runaway effect. Umu.
Um, hmm. Yeah. About that, there's no need to question it. It's just someone wants to get their hands on nukes. That's just
Man, chat is like aggressive today.
yeah. Pretty much. And then
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Physics of a knife. Oh, actually, I may have some experience with that because I tried making a knife out of wood. I don't know about what makes it work, but if you want to learn how to make a knife, then that's probably something to do with you sand down a bevel. Not even a bevel, it's just to a sharp edge.
Hmm.
You
And
can
then it
use,
works as a knife?
yeah, you can use one of the
How
steel
well does it work?
sharpeners.
How well does it work?
How well does it work? It's like slightly less than a butter knife.
Slightly less than a butter knife. Okay, well that sounds too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, knives are pretty simple. It's just
Yeah.
pressure.
Grips are also pretty important. With like one, you can make one out of elastic, or like it takes a bit.
You could make one out of elastic. Oh, you know, like that YouTube channel that makes knives out of everything.
Oh no, I don't mean a knife out of elastic. I mean a handle.
Oh, like an elastic handle. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, knives are pretty simple. Like it's like a pressure multiplier. So the pressure you apply on the knife has to be constant. So the very small area of the blade, you get a lot of pressure there. Or a lot of force.
Yeah. Okay. Now for the next one. What happened to femboy biology and femboy chemistry? Because you seem to be the only prominent one. So then I was thinking, a valid reason could be, an assassination attempt.
Yes, I murdered them because I hate biology and chemistry. As a physicist, I despise the subjects.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I really don't like biology and chemistry because I'm not good at them. Not that they're not valid subjects, it's just I'm terrible at them. Especially chemistry. Blah. I suck at chemistry so bad. But I don't know why there are no femboy chemistry or biology channels. Guess nobody in the field is really is a femboy and also wants to make a YouTube channel. So kind of a niche overlap.
Yeah. So then, yeah. Next question. Have you done
I have
any?
a question.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Do you have like a favorite femboy channel? Any favorite femboy to follow? Would it help if I narrowed it down to the Holy Trinity, which is me fishing and cooking?
Probably not. I'll need to. I'll need to think.
While he's thinking, I'll just answer Beeman. What is the physics of a gravity on a planet? Short answer, bigger things, more gravity. Long answer, space-time curvature.
He can't hear me right now. Hope. I need an answer. What do I do? Yeah. Get yeeted.
Favorite femboy? A dangerous question. Sad's gonna get yeet if he answers wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna beat him up.
Okay, let's see.
He hasn't answered. Sad. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Oh, dang. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thad could beat me up, though.
Femboy genocide.
Femboy genocide. That's your favorite one. Hey, physics, can you say my name? Hi, Zen.
Not of any specific one. It's just Yeah. Not anything specific. It's or femboy pesticide, for example.
Oh my god. I haven't heard of that one, but that's great.
Yeah.
What's the physics of a biblically accurate angel? Well, I don't think we have measured any or done any experiments with biblically accurate angels, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So moving on to the next one. Oh wait, no, back to this. Have you done any prior practical physics experiments or plan to? For example, like destroying a toast with a sledgehammer, like I did, to test a hypothesis.
I haven't done any research, but other than the experiments I mentioned, not really. I mean, I have destroyed things before. A thing that I would do, like my school has these places where they dump their old tech, and so sometimes I'll go into those dumps and pull out things that look like they still work and fix them up.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I don't do that anymore because like I don't have access to the campus. But like, yeah, it was a lot of fun when I did it with my friends. We got like a whole server out of it one time. It was great.
Yeah. It's good to know. Like to test out because okay, there goes my train of thought. Oh well. It likes to do that sometimes. It's just a part of life.
Yeah, don't worry.
Right, let's see.
I get that. Chat can be distracting.
Would any world leader you know of benefit from learning more physics? Specifically from your channel.
World leader specifically from my channel? Oh boy. I don't know about my channel. I think all world leaders should watch Fanboy Physics.
Let's see. That's a very
Mostly
good answer.
because they just need to watch more science in general. Science is very important to knowing about the world if you need to lead it, so you should know a little bit about it at least.
Alright, someone's asking for their quantum mechanics 1 homework done.
Do your quantum 1 homework, please. I mean, I probably could, but I won't. What is the physics of a pleated skirt? Oh, I was actually gonna do a video on that, probably. Something to do with simple harmonic motion. Do your quantum mechanics 1 homework, please. It's probably has something to do with like particle in a box, or I did a video on particle in the box actually. Yeah, and like wavelengths and Zeeman splitting probably. And I'm just mumbling now. About like early quantum mechanics stuff.
Yep. Particle with no box. Particle with no box.
Particle in a box is not based. Particle with no box is based.
Yeah.
If a particle isn't confined to a box, it just extends like infinitely.
True.
It's like a little packet.
Yeah. Oh hey, there's a phone one. I didn't know that there was a one where you could throw your phone at the screen.
There's a phone one? Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the phone. I'll keep it and repurpose it.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more with your particle in a box taste. Yeah, square well, boring.
Yeah.
Parabolic well is pretty based.
Based and physics pilled.
Physics pilled, yeah.
Wait, no. Based is chemistry.
Like base. Like pH or something. Basic into
yes.
acidic. Femboy chemistry. Dirt tastes good. That's what I expect from a chemist. Sorry, I'm just trashing on the femboy chemistry there.
Yeah.
Just get slam dunked. Alright. There are times where I'll be like ironically arrogant. Like, because physicists have like this stereotype of like being super
Yeah.
superiority complex. And so I kind of do that ironically. It's very funny. Or at least I think it is.
Alright. From femboy chemistry, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you rate oxygen?
Oxygen, 10 out of 10 because I need it to survive.
Yeah, I'm going with light to strong 4 on that.
A 4. Why?
Uh,
Why do you dislike oxygen more than you like oxygen?
Oxygen has O3, which is ozone, which New Zealand has barely any of.
Oh, no ozone. Yeah, that would make New Zealand sad. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, oxygen by itself I think is only stable in O3, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm bad at chemistry, so don't quote me on
Same.
that. No, O2, I'm stupid. Uh Hey, no ozone gang. Okay, cool.
Yes.
But it
And
also kills us at the same time. Like water?
yes.
Like 100% of people who have drank water have died.
Well, I mean, what about people who haven't drunk water?
Oh, they're also dead.
Yeah. Alright. Next question. Like, have you been on any other podcasts before? And if so, what were they like?
Oh, have I been on any other
Yeah, this is
podcast?
either just like a 2-second one or a 5-minute one.
No, I have not been
Okay.
on any other
Yep.
podcast. So it is a 2-second one.
Yeah.
My gamer? I have a Twitch channel, so I game on there sometimes.
Yep.
Oh no. Have I embarrassed myself in a physics class? Is the next question. Yes,
Thank you
absolutely I have.
for the follow, femboy chemistry or fembody chemistry.
Fembody chemistry. Oh, I see.
Yes.
I misread that as femboy. Right. Have I ever embarrassed myself? Yes, absolutely. Occasionally I have to do presentations.
Alright.
And I suck at presentations. Like really bad.
Yep.
And so yeah, most of the time my presentations are too short and not informative enough and etc. And so it's always pretty embarrassing when you're just like awkwardly standing there after talking for not enough time. Because I tend to like be nervous and talk too fast.
Yeah. Next question is, do you trust anime femboys?
Do I trust anime femboys? Absolutely. I love anime femboys.
Okay. It's good to make sure, like, it's a case-to-case basis.
Yeah, I guess. They could be an evil femboy, but you know, if they like stab me in the back, it will still be by a femboy. So better than not a femboy.
Nice. Okay. Short intermission for water. I'll be like 7 seconds.
Alright. 7-second water intermission. 1 1000, 2 1000. I'm kidding.
There. Pardon me. Okay.
How many femboys do I have in my basement? Just me. So one. But what do they think of Tom girls? I love Tom girls. Tom girls are like the yin and the yang to the yin of femboys. Opposite, same, yeah, other side of the same coin.
Yeah. What I think equality. I have ended all discrimination in 3 words.
That's it. Yeah, I think equality.
Alright. And then what do you think of Bob Ross? Very calming
Bob
voice.
Ross? Oh yeah, I love Bob Ross. I haven't watched very much of his like episodes, but I've only seen a few.
Yeah.
Tom girls, Tom boys. I think that's the same thing.
Yep. And then, what angers you the most?
What makes me angry?
Yep.
Not a lot makes me angry. I guess people being like purposefully like malignant. I can say words. Malignant. Like purposefully like
Yep.
harmful just to be mean. That makes me angry. But other than that, not much.
Yep. Okay, how
Just
much
don't
do I
be an
like...
asshole.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a scale
There
of
you
1
go.
to 10, how much to like the black part of the banana? Honestly, it's fine once you get used to it. Although I eat bananas like a psychopath. I like, just bite the skin off and then
Oh god.
get a spoon and then scoop out all of the banana things from the inside.
So it might surprise you to hear that I don't like bananas all that much. As the
Understandable.
fruit. Yeah, I don't like the fruit.
A lot of
I'll
my
be very
experiments with
clear
food
about
are
the
for
fruit.
science. For example, I have a couple of friends from the Philippines. They kept on talking about a food, which was essentially in English translates to banana and ketchup, but it's not as literal as it sounds. So then I decided to just really give them something to remember, and I put ketchup on a literal banana.
Oh god.
Then it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was tolerable.
I think like the... Oh, sorry. I think like the texture would like freak me out the most. Because in general, I don't like the texture of bananas, but then you make it all slimy.
Yeah.
Which would be gross.
Okay. Question number 17. Have you ever met a physics teacher that actually enjoys their job and isn't dead inside?
I've met quite a few actually.
I see. Because at first glance, you'd think that all of the physics teachers actually hate their job, considering what it consists of.
Yeah, it's not a lot of physics, I guess. I mean, once you get to university, some of them really do enjoy the job, and some of them really do hate their job. Like they don't want to be doing, they'd rather be doing research.
Yeah.
But some of them are like really enthusiastic and like awesome professors. Yeah, they're pretty great. Like the professors that like understand that a lot of what you learn in school doesn't really like how you learn things in school and like how you do assignments in school doesn't really apply to like how you do things outside of
Yeah.
school. So they sort of grade accordingly to that, and those tend to be the
Okay.
best professors.
Please can this website be muted? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I opened up Twitch in a new tab to get another tab of it open for some reason. Okay. Now this is just very sort of I don't know questions. What do you think of the current educational system in America at the moment?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's like super robotic and not representative of what you're actually learning anymore. Like it's like teacher talks about this, you read a textbook from that, then you answer a bunch of questions, then you forget it.
Yeah.
It's not very. It kind of sort of doesn't do the subject justice. Like of whatever subject you're teaching.
True.
It's
Definitely.
very like industrial and like how do I say this? Cookie cutter. Yeah, it's very industrial and cookie cutter, and like I
Yeah.
don't like it at all. Definitely could use improvement.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably the deepest question I ask on the podcast ever. Probably I don't like talking about more serious matters, but when it comes up, I guess I'll skip question 18 because that's just question 17. No, question 19. No, actually, never mind. I misread that. Question 19. Do you suggest any ideas to get more people interested in physics? Like, because I can already tell that the femboy physics one is already designed to get more people interested in chemistry.
I guess I didn't really start the channel with that in mind.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this would be cute, and at the same time, I can have like an online notes thing for myself.
Definitely.
And maybe it'll get popular. I don't know. And apparently it did. But suggestions for making physics to get people into it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if you want to get down into like the nitty-gritty of physics, you gotta know math, and that's like the one requirement for like getting into the nitty-gritty. But if you just want to stay on like the surface and like understand things in a conceptual and intuitive way, then a lot of science communicators are already doing that pretty well. I think they're doing a really good job of that. Channels like Veritasium and that one bald crazy physics guy with the lab coat. I love him.
All right. Question 20. How do I make new ideas? Because I'm not good with ideas. I usually end up just rushing all of the questions and they're mediocre. Help. What do I
Oh,
do?
new ideas for questions? Like
Just
for this podcast or in
yeah,
general?
just whatever. I need ideas.
Well, I guess I can kind of relate it to physics in the way that I can relate a lot of things to physics, not gonna lie. But um, in physics, when you need new ideas, you kind of look at the boundaries of physics. You look at like, oh, what's missing here?
Yeah.
And like, what do we not understand yet? That sort of thing. There's a lot, like there's a huge gap in understanding in physics. More than people know really. Like some people generally might think that physics is like, oh, it's almost done. Nope, not even close.
Yeah.
But how do you get new ideas? I guess, yeah, look into holes. I guess, wait, not, maybe that's not the right wording. Um, look into gaps of understanding. It's like, oh, what do I not know about this person? Do I want to know that thing? Like when you ask questions on a podcast, for example.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, so now with these trivia questions, they're less related to the channel and everything. and they're meant to pad out the time.
Mm-mm.
So this is for like a conversation. So, do you speak any other languages, or are you learning any other languages?
I do speak another language. I speak Portuguese.
Oh, okay. What level?
What level of Portuguese? Well, I was born in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah. So I didn't live there for very long, but I was raised with my mother speaking it.
hmm.
So I know a bit of Portuguese. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but I can definitely like converse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brazil, yes, you're going to Brazil. Me, I'm going back to Brazil. I'd rather not go back to Brazil. It's not a very pleasant place. Maybe some parts, but like learning the femboy
Yeah.
lore. Yeah, that's what the podcast is for.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you know any other languages?
Any other languages? I've had Romanian. Romanian is my target language for a while.
Romanian, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Why? Any
Why?
reason?
Honestly, I just didn't want to go with the more popular one. Plus, it'll be more
The more
niche, but
popular one.
I get to I don't know. It's
Oh,
just a
Russian?
reaction. No. Well, I don't really want to learn that one. Mainly just Romanian. From
Oh,
Romania.
okay.
Because I didn't really want to go with one of the more popular ones, I guess. And
Oh, like French or something?
yeah, and the language also
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely unique. Like acrylic languages like that. I've always wanted to learn Japanese.
Yes, acrylic languages. Uh, I will now paint them.
Oh, not Cyrillic, not acrylic. Oh,
It's
yeah, my
actually
nails have been chipping lately,
yeah,
you know.
it's actually a Romance language. Fun fact.
There's a Romance language? Yes, there are Romance languages.
Yep.
LOL, what a weeb, har har. Yeah, I think Japanese is cool. Okay, baka.
Yeah. Rest in peace, internet.
Aw. Well, you get to watch the VOD afterwards. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
You can always watch the VOD.
hmm
And then learning how to multitask. Oh yeah. Like with learning how to multitask, I'm still terrible at it. I can only do one thing at a time, but I make it work.
I don't think people can do more than one thing at a time in general. People are very one-tracked, but
Yeah.
you can do things um, in a sequence where like waiting times overlap. So
Yeah.
while one thing is happening, well, it's like where you would be waiting to something else.
Yeah.
And I think that's what most people mean by multitasking.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any hidden talents?
Mm. Before I answer that, I really need to pee.
Okay.
Just give me like a hot minute.
All right. I can wait.
BRB.
Don't worry. Now we wait. If you have any questions, I'll answer them now. Yes. I'll just eat some chips. I don't know. What are the other? Um. Yes. Oh, I'm not sure. It's like one I have, it's basically like Doritos, but healthier. When am I making femboy linguistics? I would, but I'm very, very far from being a femboy, and I do not plan to. I'm just kind of here. And it's not solely around femboys. This is just a couple of guests on the podcast. They're good friends. It's not like I. It's not like I have known them for a while. It's just I said, "Hey, want to join a podcast?" And then they were like, "Oh, sure." And welcome back.
Hello?
Yeah, I was just saying like, I asked like, "Hey, do you want to join the podcast?" And that's pretty much how I got people here.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the only
That's
way to do
basically
it.
how it happened.
Yeah.
They just asked, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, like acquaintance, I think is probably the term.
Yeah,
to elaborate
I
on.
would say.
Yeah.
We've hung out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, definitely long enough for you to ask me to go on your podcast.
Yeah. Wait, could you repeat that? Could
We've
you?
hung out long enough that you could ask me to go on your podcast.
Yeah.
It's fun chilling in their servers. I'm glad you have fun.
Yeah.
I have fun too. I feel like I've been talking a lot.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's fair. Why'd you start this podcast, by the way?
I thought I have some spare time and I just want to make a podcast because I saw like a job test. The top one was food critic, I think. Then there are a whole bunch of music related ones like musician, etc. I saw one that was like radio talk show host, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I'll do that.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could be a food critic and a radio talk show host.
I don't know how I got food critic. I'm more of a musician.
You play an instrument?
A bit of ukulele and voice.
Okay. Ukulele. So play the ukulele song about the rainbow.
I don't know that one, but I know like other ones pretty much. I don't know about Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I know the chords.
Right.
The strumming pattern, etc., is too complex for my skill at the moment.
That's fair enough. My little brother, he also plays the ukulele. He has a lot of fun with that.
Yes.
Oh, you asked me before I left, do I have any hobbies?
Yeah. Any hobbies? Or hidden talents, actually.
Talents. Archery, I guess.
Archery. That's a good one. I didn't know that.
I practiced for 5 years before I came to college. I wish I could do more.
Yeah.
Other than that, not really.
I get that. If I can find
make
the
a mean
ocarina I have
omelet.
here, I think I can. It's very out of tune. Since someone asked about an ocarina, due to the way that Discord audio works, it won't pick up on Discord, but it'll show up on the stream. So you probably won't hear it, but you can hear it in the VOD. I think this is Nokia ringtone Arabic. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's basically the way that you make the music is I don't know why, but it made it so that you have to blow into the duck's ass to actually make sound from it.
That is weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Blame the instrument maker. Incredibly talented. I know. Top ocarina player right here. That's
so many
me.
talents.
It truly was.
Yeah, there's this one guy that asked me, like, am I all the femboy accounts? And I'm like, yes, I'm a very talented person with a lot of free time.
They're just me from alternate dimensions.
Just me traveling back in time. Over and over.
Yes. The world famous Fed. If I know what I'm doing. I probably don't at the moment, but I like doing podcasts, so I plan to continue doing them pretty much. As well as other
Hopefully.
stuff to actually get affiliate.
I hope it works out for you.
Yeah. I wish you luck on that as well. With
Thank you.
With that, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. So do you have any other hobbies, I guess, also ties into it?
I like to play video games.
Okay, yep. Archery, obviously.
Yeah, archery. Occasionally I draw a little bit, but not all that much. I haven't had a lot of time to like get hobbies.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy.
True.
And like in between semesters, like the past 4 years, I've been so busy. In between semesters I just try and relax as much as possible before the next semester.
Yeah. Are you skilled in any more of the sciences?
Basically just physics. Yeah, I'm bad at chemistry.
Okay. So it's just
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, no, none of the other sciences. I dabble in philosophy, but that's not a science.
Okay. Yeah. Philosophy isn't my favorite thing. You know, nothing's stopping me from just not accepting what the philosopher says, you know.
The thing about philosophy is that it's very difficult to prove anything in it. And so if a philosopher tells you like, oh, I know this for certain, they're probably wrong. Because it's basically impossible for a philosopher to not know anything. Like, if you put 3 philosophers in a room, they probably won't agree that the other 2 exist.
Yeah. How would you get paid for thinking?
I know,
That's a
right?
good question.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, honestly, that is impressive.
Science is a subset of philosophy, though.
Yeah.
It used to be called philosophy of nature before it was rebranded.
Oh, yeah.
In like 19 something. I think. I'm not a historian.
I'm not a historian. I'm a dumbass. That's me. Okay,
I'm a dumbass who knows a lot of math, and that's about it.
interesting. Yeah. So, like, for example, I'm not sure if this is a science or anything, but linguistics, that's, like, one of, my old interests. I still find it interesting, it's just I'm less dedicated to it as I was now. No, I am less dedicated to it than I was.
Yeah, why now? What happened?
For now, probably because, I've just been wasting my time and also anxiety, pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
Like,
it's okay.
why are you sorry though? I'm literally just saying that I have anxiety. Like, no, I had it. There was a big problem in school, but I just don't really care at the moment. Already got it sorted.
Okay, well, I suppose if you don't care at the moment, then that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, he doesn't get to do the things he wants to do. But, I guess I suppose if you're okay with it, then it's not an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do podcasts, and here I am, so...
Doing a podcast, yeah, there you go.
That is kind of it. So then, other thing. Using physics, what's the best way to catapult a dead body away from your house in the case of a murder? Like, is there any specified angle to get... I heard that 45 degrees is a good one.
Yes. Approximately 45 degrees is the optimal angle for maximum distance.
Definitely.
I think in my my video about simple projectile motion, I derived the general equation for a projectile launched at ground level and how far it would go. There's a there's a sine term in there, and that's maximum. No, I think it's cosine. Anyways, the equation is maximum at 45 degrees.
Alright.
Or approximately there, I think.
Yep. So that'd probably be the best way to get into a neighbor's yard and then cover it up. Hypothetically. Of course. Yeah, okay. Moving on. If there's any person that you in particularly don't like and wish to call them out, here and now is the place and time. So change the name if you have to.
Oh, this is somebody I don't like.
Yep.
And change the name.
Yep. Or that you find annoying or something.
Is there somebody that I find annoying? Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna call them Steve.
Alright.
Steve is one of the few people that can consistently make me angry. Like nobody else does except for Steve. So fuck you, Steve.
That's a skill right there. Being able to annoy people.
Yeah, consistently. They're just an asshole in general, so yeah.
Yeah, what are like some of the things that you did?
And I'm sad I have to deal with them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, fuck Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you, that remastered.
Like, what are some examples
if everybody
of things
in the chat could say fuck Steve, that would make me happy.
Yes.
There we go, perfect.
Okay,
thank you guys.
Yeah. Don't actually find a way. Don't actually find them. This is just fun and laughs.
Yes, it is fun and laughs. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah. What are some examples of things that Steve did or said that kind of made you angry?
Examples. They like to throw fruit. For example, when they get angry. And I'm like, why? Just why do you throw things? You're an adult. Yeah, and that does annoy me. Oh yeah, now the chat's throwing fruit. Throwing the tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah, that does not sound. That sounds like a kid. Yeah, pretty much. They throw fruit when they're angry, or like objects.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, you're like 20.
I get that.
Umu. Yeah, I know you like destroy things in a constructive way, but like in your backyard with a sledgehammer. But like this person is just like, well, I don't know what I guess they do it to like be intimidating or something.
Honestly, I'm impressed. They actually go out of their way to throw things.
Right? Seems like not very productive thing.
Nah, it sounds productive as shit.
Print out a flyer for a daycare and hand it to them. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that.
Wow. Yeah. So there is approximately 15 minutes left. Yeah. So then I'll have like a 10-minute sort of question time here if there's any extra questions that you want to get in.
Any other thing that I want to talk about?
Yeah.
And,
And
well, yeah, I know physics is like a hard thing to
yeah.
talk about because it's not very relatable. But yeah, that's what you get for interviewing a physicist on a podcast.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, my life is tend to be not all that exciting. Mostly filled with math and like complaining to my fellow classmates.
I mean,
Oh,
at least you're not an English teacher.
oh my God. Yeah, you know, one of the reasons that I originally got into physics was because I didn't want to like do writing and like all that liberal arts stuff.
Yeah.
Because I find like writing papers and things really annoying, and I'm just much better at doing objective things. Because like if you get a bad grade on like a poetry review or something, like it's poetry, it's supposed to be subjective. Like how do you get
Yeah.
bad grades on that? And I'm like, ugh. So physics is less frustrating in that way. Frustrating in other ways, but less frustrating in that way at least. Like if
Definitely.
you're wrong, you're like you're fucking
Hmm.
wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a thump outside of the door. Hopefully, best case scenario, it isn't the solar panel falling off.
Yeah, hopefully your solar panel isn't falling off the roof.
Yeah. Then
Boom, the stream cuts out because we lost power.
yes, amazing. Yeah. So questions. House is falling apart. That reminds me of was it like New Zealand Today, I think, or something? Something like that with Guy Williams. He tried to look for the cheapest house in New Zealand. He found one for $6,000 New Zealand.
Oh my God.
Hold on. It was kind of scuffed though.
That's
New
pretty
Zealand
cheap.
dollars to
Like,
US
where
dollars.
was it though?
It's in a shitty part of New Zealand that no one likes, aka
Ah, that makes sense.
Westland. There's no
West New Zealand.
well of the South Island.
Oh, West New Zealand of the South
Yeah,
Island.
that'd be like 4.25k American.
Wow, that's super cheap.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
was an auction.
yeah, that's like a year's worth of rent.
Yeah.
It's always the West. Yeah, those darn West Zealand Islanders. I don't know anything about the
That's probably
price.
not the best way. Uh, Probably not the best term to say. Islanders refers to a specific uh people from like Polynesia and etc.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, never mind then.
yeah. All
Yeah, I
good.
didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about
Yeah,
it.
no, all good, all good.
Don't bully me, internet. No bully.
Yeah,
I don't bully
I mean, if fan
people. No
bases are
bully.
anything like the atmosphere here, we're just gonna. I am. I just tell people to correct them when they make a mistake more than I actually care.
Yeah, that's true. Too many words.
Yeah.
Yeah, words hard. Brain small. No think. Why use lot word when few do trick?
Okay. Okay, toast.
I
Okay,
will bully
illusory
you,
toast.
anky face. Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah. Uh. hmm.
Brain small, cute, nice and smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how else to react to that. I'd say there are once this time limit, once I get to the next minute, there should be 5 to 10 minutes left.
Hmm.
Okay. 5 to 10 minutes left. Closing questions before we end this off. Just making sure that is anyone still streaming? Nope, no one is streaming, so I cannot raid them. Okay.
Big sad.
Yeah. Big sad.
Well, I guess if the chat has any questions, I'll answer them.
Yep.
Something I thought of earlier was that my nickname. It's a V.
Yep.
And it occurs to me that the main character of Cyberpunk 2077 is also named V. So it's like the perfect name for me.
Nice.
I'm walking out of the Cyberpunk character creator, like,
yeah,
femboy. I'm gonna make like a femboy outfit in Cyberpunk 2077. Definitely gonna play the game, obviously. I don't think I could do it on stream. Cause it's like a pretty heavy-duty game. And my internet's not all that great in the first place. So it would not be a pleasant stream. But you know, I will play it. Maybe in Discord.
Yeah. It also depends if your computer can run it, because it's very graphics intensive.
I think I've got like an RX 580 or 590. I forget which one it is, but I think it'll be okay. It won't be max settings, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is, what was the most confusing thing you had to learn personally when getting into physics?
The most confusing thing? When getting into it. I think the biggest barrier was surprisingly not so much the mathematics, but like knowing where to use them. Like you can have all the equations on a sheet and everything and like know how to do math, but like sort of like applying that to a problem, I would say, is the hardest thing about physics. And so yeah, so when a question asks you like, oh, what's the you got a star and like you're this far away from it, how bright is it, right? That's kind of like an abstract question. And knowing how to put that into math is like the most difficult part of physics, I think.
People are also talking about Cyberpunk stream. Yes.
Oh, you want a Cyberpunk stream? I probably won't be able to stream it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because internet's sucky. Like I was barely able to stream last game, like Minecraft. So I'll probably do it in Discord if I do it at all.
No, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before, okay. Yeah.
Same-ish name there. Yeah, I recognize Yertan.
Yeah. So now for the closing question is or two actually, since I'll just add another one. How did you feel during the podcast? Just
How do I feel?
checking.
Oh, pretty good.
Oh, yeah. That's good. And 27. Any closing statements before I finish the podcast?
Closing statements. Hey guys, before you leave, follow Thadmint, and have a good day.
Oh,
I hope
okay.
you have a good day. Good luck on your finals and whatnots.
I did not expect that. Okay, thank you. Yes. Subscribe to Femboy Cooking on YouTube. And Femboy Fishing
Femboy
and
Cooking,
Femboy Physics.
Femboy Fishing.
All of them.
Femboy. Yeah, the Holy Trinity. All of us. Subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, finals be tough. Yeah, it stresses me out so much. But you know, I've got a bunch of time between now and next Thursday, and I'm gonna be relaxing. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
And after next Thursday, it's done. And I have like a month. Boom.
Yeah, finals are really difficult at some points. Like,
yeah,
the first
gross.
lot I had. All on the same week. Wow.
Earlier I mentioned that like education system in the US is bad. Like, finals, why? Like, why are they the way they are? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like, yes, you're in this field of physics where all you do in physics is do a bunch of research and solve problems at your own pace and look things up in reference textbooks and do trial and error. But also, half of your grade is going to be this thing you only do once and you have to get it right on the first try, which has nothing to do with your field.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Seems like kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
that's like my beef.
Exams aren't my strong point.
Oh, I suck at exams so
Yeah.
bad.
That should be the podcast for now. Hope all of you had a good day, good night, whatever. A good 3 a.m., 4 a.m. if you're in Europe. And just, yeah, I'll see you.
What?
Peace.